every regional capital having an airport. He's talked about the need to have in agriculture, to have farm banks,
so I keep asking
cooperatives. So we have not put out our comprehensive manifesto.
I totally understand.
We are not going to have this.
For example, the 24-hour economy means that watches sellers are going to sell watches after 6 p.m.
Look at that. How can Felix say that? I mean, do you think Felix will say that?
Really?
No, please. Rabbi, keep quiet.
Wakash about 24-hour economy. Obi. Me know what I say. Watch it for him watch it after 6 p.m. Nipas, is it the regular practice?
Maybe because there is no demand.
Absolutely. So
at that time.
So you have to stimulate that demand.
For example, the 24-hour economy means that watches sellers are going to sell watches.
24-hour economy. Crawford says slogan. More Kazakrami had no Montiasia. More Kanaka. 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy.
I am very soon. We will start a program. I will avail myself. Will be a question on 24-hour economy. It's unfortunate that we need to because as I'm paid here, 24-hour economy. And yes, share. John Mahama and this ya dream who ya actually say a deba na be boa me yakiti nyumapa.
Okay.
Enyumapa nya adwuma keke enyumapa ama Ghana for mu ni adwuma titiri mabuno. Anything you cut 24-hour economy and I just say edwumapa enko 24-hour economy edwumapa enko. It's about decent, well-paying, sustainable jobs. Na kwa ndenzo on the beba. Oko Oduman kuma nyame boy no. That back could be an 24 hours no. Oko amaya tumpon nyina so abuchira ba womia moko tena ko school nyina. Omo ya adwuma 24 hours. Nti ba womia oko school anopa na ewia anadwo no akobɔ night. Ono akasa ne kan. Nti ono wa benefit for 24 hours economy. Ye nyina ya tukwan ye nim. Say in those countries wo akwa adwuma wie anwumra awada no na obi ye adwuma. Ghana so de ye kwa adwuma anopa no nkono nya po nunu. Eno kwa na emu break na emu nkomo emu TV hwe emu newspaper kan. There is no productivity. Ye adwuma don hwere nwotwe pe. Na be dey na ye ne saa enkura kese na ye pe. Baby aye ko because adwuma wo ho no.
Yeah.
E be dey na ye dey o ma ye pe. When they are working 24/7 and we are working 8
Menum papa no mo mo titifie mo yen emwa John Dramani Mahama say what the modern farming techniques and the day back under animal farming wo call baby to say pudon or channel wo call her animal farming no wo nim say jatani mo akese elephant ne ade nyina egu farm no bi enti wo ntimi nkose wo kwa kodododo ana say wo kodua nuane wo ho enti wo di kai set up plantation ni bibia wie wo wi no jamu na gu na jamu na gu ma wo behia omo so a wo mo di plane ebe fa wiem no mas asevo emwane nuane ne ade na proud to that no what training expert for wo mo so ebe hwe nkwan a first say omo ebe hwe mwa no so bo bi yare a ebetima wo no pane ne ade na sanyoma we nyina na e ba so a ebe bo ma omo ma wie agric e wa agric KNUST Legon omo nyina be nya adwuma ye
with all that we are saying I'm quite confused.
Okay.
I'm confused kakara. I'm confused and say animal really no say yeah animal farming no sa jatani we ni nyina no ebe benefits.
Yeah, yes, reason is that my tourist attraction.
Okay, good.
Because ukopudon now
more of tourism than say yeah animal
okay. No emwana kasa no ubetimi export to be.
Okay.
Who export no na sika no dey enioma na iko no na unya dollars ne ba na be wo sika sama dey ejina.
Okay.
Proud to that no te wo make exportation no movement how be no adwe say wo di nioma ni bi ko no ha na de ko no wo benya dollars aba dollars ba because country bia na wo ka nioma more than the export to bia no country na ho de ye eba fom and na Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ba ya wantimi anya wa ma ho chaba enti wo mo we extension officers ni ade ni nyina no wo benya adwuma ye wo mo ye ayi for machinery for no ye beto wo fencing land ni nyina o mo benya adwuma ye proud to that Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia eba ya oka se obey one district one factory wantimi and you are John Dramani Mahama say under one district one factory no wo no de obey be embark on agro
People ask, where is the 24-hour economy? I'm sure you'll be hearing that question. Where is it? You say you do 24, you say one shift, 2, then. But my seniors are here. 24-hour framework is not a policy. There is nothing called 24-hour economic policy. It's a framework. And that framework, it is several milestones and deliverables that will achieve that goal. It's a goal. So you won't go anywhere and see 24 hours going. There's nothing like that. In fact, last week I was in Dubai and my flight was at 7:25. So I left for the airport at 4 a.m. and I saw nightlife in Dubai. But they won't call it 24-hour economy going. Taxi, 24 hours, you are there. No. It is something that will propel people to enjoy nightlife and 24 hours economy. So as we to enjoy nightlife and 24 hours.
Mipacho fa President Mahama enso so ankasa de no no ankasa no for no so de to so mami adabi ba esedin ketia boy esedin ketia de no mami this one this boy esedin ketia de no mami uwi a abrante ba ko so e wo ho no abo no so de uwi na de Mahama de so
abai ebecha electricity boa e wo fam kura edi ama enyuma yefo a mo be ba adwuma anajo no ma be ya adwuma enti mo amoye fundraise mo amoye welders mo amokura e cars ne ne amane ma mo hia electricity pa no mo pe no fo na mo adwuma emfaso aba mo a mo be sign ne na mo ba adwuma anajo use electricity a na ne bo a ede akofom wo mo ya iron rods ene ya mo use anyama wode kete no mo be ye mo adwuma anajo a wo be hu se anyama wode bo be kofom pa aboa mo ama manya mfaso na maburu no so wo mo anya adwuma aye enti abana nteni a church 24 hour economy num na mujitumu a eno aye game changer ewo oman Ghana 24 hour economy no dia yaba ni say.
Gentlemen, this is the 24-hour. This is the 24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. 1, 3, 3. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabedibi. Ezu. Extraordinary problems require extraordinary solutions for extraordinary results. And so businesses and public organizations will be encouraged to operate 24/7 in 3 shifts of 8 hours each. This will boost production, it will increase employment and provide well-paying jobs. It will transform Ghana into an import substitution and export-led country. It will increase employment opportunities and revenue, and it will enhance access to public services. We will focus on some selected public institutions that have huge customer traffic. For instance, The ports and harbors should be open 24/7. That means we have to employ more workers at the port. We have to employ more customs officers, more Gapoha workers, more forklift operators and all that. We need customs. Customs should work 24/7, 3 shifts, so that at any time your items come, customs at any time of the day is open for business. You can go and process your import things, papers, and take your things out of the port. We must have a passport office that is operating longer than 8 hours, so that people who need passports and other such documentation can have access to it. We must have a DVLA that is working more shifts than 1 shift, so that more people can get their licenses processed in a shorter time than the current waiting time. In the private sector, the sectors that we are looking to promote and encourage to run 24/7 and 3 shifts are first the agro-processing sector. That is those who will process our cassava into cassava starch, cassava flour, gari, and all that. There's a huge market in Africa for all these products and in other parts of the world. Manufacturing, that is industry. Manufacturing, that is industry. And so the textiles industry, the fruits juice making industry, all the industries, the iron and steel industry will be encouraged to run 24/7. The pharmaceutical sector, we want Ghana to be the pharmaceutical hub of the whole of Africa, so that we'll produce medicines here and export them to all other African countries. Construction sites, we want our construction companies to work 24/7 all year, all hours round, so that they can deliver our infrastructure faster than they currently do. Financial services, the same. Sanitation and garbage collection. It is better to collect garbage, bola, in the night, rather than collect the bola and be competing with cars in the daytime when we have rush hour traffic. Extractive industries, the mines, mining bauxite, mining gold, mining manganese, lithium, they must work 24/7, 3 shifts every day. Hospitality industry, our restaurants, our discotheques, our nightclubs, our hotels, 24/7, 24 hours a day. Retail centers, all the malls, there's no reason why you should start. People can come in the nighttime and buy items, so they should work longer than 8 hours. Transportation services, there should be buses running 24 hours, so that people who have to go to their jobs can be able to get a bus to go to their jobs. Security services, we need safety and security to be able to implement the 24-hour economy. And so we need more police officers, we need more soldiers, we need more prisons officers, more fire service officers, more customs, more immigration.
Edding, pam, utie, sa and sensum wing, ya President Mahama, and ne cohorts, Edibaya, utimse, or more Bogana, Crono, Ankasa, war, Silusi Church and Simagana, a tea, yasi, a ma, and go for Equatrabama, NDC. Maybe be a telephone lines, Mrs. Na, I was asked also with ya. Prof. K. Wabetnasi. But me busa wa wufi se won so no ensema ekoso wi ya pese mahama e kan se na wote ase se na wote ase e bra no mu opposition no eni se do musi omo implementing se no se na wosu hu no telephone lines ni 0201 455 555 0201 455 555 of course if you na yede womo a wo kasa na se President Mahama me ya Bɛkyerɛ no yede no so ebeka ho edi se bia wo opinion on it so a obetimi akati e focus on 24-hour economy and criminalization of free speech e wo omaga na mu eti sa e na my mama say first one is say wabaso hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. So do a kasa free.
Hello, still in here.
Me pa chabe tunga.
Aha. Still in here, friendly so manya.
Uncle.
NDC adada ye pa nyagro. Because obian in 24-hour economy no. Don't be juma 24 hours. Any other works the be juma. I have to say no. Omodi the other say one day sellers. We anyway. We them in confirm who say NDC. Omoni at the total become ye Ghana for. Into 2028. Ye two abai you. Me da say.
So me da say pastor also do the by. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Acho odi no be akasa free 24-hour economy won ti ase ni say any say o kasa fa ni acho ni sa discuss ni na no pay.
Mi kasa free buakwa godo.
Asa kuma se buakwa.
Kuma se buakwa.
Che obi ama me wo ho wai.
Yo. Na say godi adwuma na nya nto abama no kura no wa ha se eye ni ndendem zi. Hey. Na fomu ti say na NDC for Ukraine na Ghana for no omuni NDC na Ghana ma so omuni no.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. We'll be online so. But oh yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But you did be akase free.
Yeah, me kasa free kwa binya.
Anonko. Ya no mpacho, ya no ma low volume no why Mr. Man. Yes, feedback na anodding.
Good morning. Yes, William.
William Pacho ye tie wo. Pacho se wo fra tie wo hu e wo telephone no so. Ohun. Wo ka se wo hwe TV na wo tie wo hu TV no so a be delay ye. E da me senya feedback ya na maso. E kakrati me sema why. Ma me call live we na me nwi enkasa. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Metonka. Udino biaga.
Bacho visit kwa my constituency.
Onko.
Morning. Bacho if my be you because visit kwa my constituency.
Me patro matonka pa mo anonko wai. Pa ma for me chiamo.
Yo Bahama pa we hey, you know 24-hour economy or no Bahama na represent no 24-hour economy. We you work at the pastor house. The whole night in was drama na. As I said before, men come on 9 top and piano. Na do mine kon de nya kura. Manuel.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So do you be akase free 24-hour economy and it is o kasa ni achichi wo no. Yen
Me kasa free sinya.
For what you say?
Na person che adeketo mu wa fi kiro. 24-hour economy no. On say enye se ofiti ya na watimi aye saade no prekupe sawo. Enye asom keto asa e be take 2 years. Well, because saade we are working. Enyuma na wo de be saade no. Tita wo prepare. Basis ya wo de be tita wo kokra. Ade a wo pese wo yusu de ye saade ni bia, tita wo ye ni yi. Eni na mun kan tita wo ye ni yi.
NDC for more opposition. Assemble na maka fresh 24-hour economy mo be ye. Ka kire ye cheche mu. Why? Metime nya brama pa.
Eye 133. Obia
133 na die bad ya.
Adwuma baako nipa miensa ene baba ye adwuma baako no because we pon a na okofi na fofraba na on so beton na okọ na fofraba lensa opem se ade beche obi ana
ewa adwuma je hin no adwuma be mu
obobo onyuma ne bebiri wo se port
wo bobo mame
DVLA port na insurance office na owie kwa no cycle ka agric side na o say private sector no so no wa odo ho ba be dom no na ya register na wo so wa yi
ofanye wo ya adwuma ben party wo
me
ani
party me nya adwuma
okay mate e di sa o se na adwuma ba na wo nya adwuma stili se 133 na start
na me kire se adwuma no wo tene wo pese nka o yini ye we 1.5 year ni tanto to ye no e wo so tutu no kakra
se aban ni mabia ba fa department I was 133 me pa to sunya ne until recently and then there was na efe pa cocoa house and there was but cocoa house
se sunya market no omo be ye 24 hour omo biem
omo no sunya ne market na ba bia wa asero moton ba yire no wana ye edwa na domo po na mombon
omo po
and I do one wo ba so awo yire so nkoto ba yire me gba busy ma wana
ebi o we mo de market no a be biem
ye de na market le bi wo ho de wo wo lo kopo na wo mo pon ye be biem aye den
ama security for na nya point atinam what you say
why you point kaka ntoponko sa ko se bi ya no ba ha de ye ji obi ade no problem next week ba bi ya wa ba why hello good morning hello say you know I'm just last one here hello good morning
hello
no be akase free
hello good morning
akase free
hello good morning Godwin
me to kapa
Godwin let's say
what do
oh yes
so mo yen to asun tentem
Godwin because
ma to county kasawai
Mikasatu old barrier.
Banonko.
24-hour economy. Mikasa go 24-hour economy. On one kasa kana na no funfum. O kasa na no funfum.
Kasa ya mamu ntie mu ho. Utie wo ho a ene ma de delay no.
O nte ni obese se what be standing some what be standing on timi yin ano. On timi yin ano. Hey.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. And hello, good morning. All right. Yeah, Mr. Medivin Bisa for the meantime. Of course, ne babatia na mutim who were treat esa na ma adini intimi have a very smooth conversation. And Prof Kyo, mwache mwakwa bana how to say pusiwe kwa kakre bisi. Aha, papa be dem. Oh yeah.
Nyame adom godom.
Oh yeah. Ne so bantem. Makache say munti na me di program aba nonson and still kwabra ne be so afo mafifi wa beduro se mo so a na abono ngotwe
ene de so abantom
it's a movement stronger than appetite
tell me maintain no sorry afifi
it's a movement stronger than appetite
I could tell you okay so the ene dia mo wan kana se
okay
it's a movement stronger than appetite
I could go 8 no 54 yeah
it's a movement stronger than appetite
as I say we have to do 8 a.m.
Why?
It's a movement
one tin what?
That is a movement stronger than appetite.
Dadio Panka.
Dadio Panka boy. All right, Prof. And come on, ever hold be na 24-hour economy no eka ho kakra. Sese kasa na ya chill to the sense a fake crop de menti bi da wo mi asi de say ya chi wo bi se waka asem. Onkum nipa wo ni ewu ni aban sika. Na ye say won ko da fiase. Until say ye beka asem nyina awi asa na me amene pi. Abronya asem na America. In fact, menti bi sa ada. Prof de kwanza.
Ansa sisi ade ntimi ncha chief. Dio no am se jenya mai. Kwabra ne je film nsam no nsanya ankan.
Ba se gbogbo no anu uti.
Se eto da bia me ba YouTube no na ma yayi. Ma connect wo ka ni mu na michi. Na infanchi ama me aba wa so ni aba mejeje se mu ni nyina so. Mu income Lawrence Intia original for women's organizer okay Madika Canada adwuma no oye dada no oye original captain for loyal ladies nti they say fi no ba be ye adwuma no wasoma party nim na o hwe ni dwuma de wodi a chese ohia nko se ke beton no nso mpanfo se aboso ba na meja pai nti na ye boso no na menchia me kokuno wanso ono so gina for regional communications one time. Na eno aso na me chama de ni birthday chama kankofo wo ke ono so person original constituency organizer nti edusu akeyefo mo nya no wa godon
minia
de dia ni se ode phone lines no esi phone calls na esi no nsema wo beti no wa so no esi se NPP for anya omuno the 24-hour economy no ebaye no ewo better explanation to the 24-hour economy than NDC for na omosum daye no na no so da di pefe se nana kekabidi enso na mo kan keke ene betum nti edi fi na explanation ni baye no na akwakoye bibia oho after akoda ni 24-hour market see about the market na the money young one say the same person President Mahama obidi akonya na no true okuja to abra kwa kache say obesi e-block 200 na afibia obesi 50 ewi achire no otimi complete World Bank de 23 ena homa ya hwehwe nanka homa nkasa kra de be kakra bi na ka ho do 27 bo mo chinchin ya sa se yen 29 nti ati ase so omu complete 29 sa ni pa no sa ta na e-block no na ba ko ne bo 4 million eno kra no wonti ni 50 million kan no enne sa ni pa no say we be see 24-hour market 261 ena mo sha ase mi bi abo okra no de mi mo hu on internet Sisala East de ni bo no 33 million Ghana cedis enti yam fan say de aka ni na 33 million Ghana cedis 33 million Ghana cedis multiplied by 261 was e betimi sisa market no ena e say ate ena me bi call radio radio ni na mbisa ni say na mube wie da ben na adwuma na start o say omo be wie between 28 months last month ya na mini pan course I radio no and also mbe wie 24-hour market in 28 months go down 28 months no endu so na President Mahama wa
So we
it is a whole train. Say 24-hour market be ban when you be there. Meanwhile, you some more catch it.
There be.
It's Nipana support for almost because our market in English. Matisse say, or more far workers airport, or more fashion, so more 4,500. 1,500 no more fun. Workers are over than 4,500. It is only times 2 about the camera, and now 4,500. It's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
9,000 is over. It is so Bokia, waiting.
A Bokia said,
Wake can and also crowd with me. Now, Obia, I tell you, I see a Benya, Dabi, I tell you, Pudon, Pudon, or see a Jata, and a Bogu, just a utility, and this for Nayama. Siciano, I'm some market in a mission, Mulia, Jabia Babaobi. Now, maybe some fundamental question is a dear never turn market.
So Musikaku,
a near Mancasu.
Mancasu for the Sibato.
MC
my major share
say you beton kako it is anka am perfect man can see the end so 33 million Ghana cedis you could see market solely for kako it mean go down but we are meaning no more the answer the city ade am beton ho am say obia ni unique am beton ho e mabu pe adwuma ye omo kan ya koka headset na de kan and the nurses and a goofy in adwuma nya no obam ta kando miami you use one and speaker of parliament njem wa akra say ye vetina one ka sa portfolio na wokoka ba ko na mo pese meka no
dan what prefect
m1 ona waka m1 wa say no no kokoka and obi a wako nursing school ayi when you say so nursing school na say mawalawa you are bonded for 5 years.
Yes.
And so we suma buying for 5 years and some what them who put na person to kwan what you need to kwan. O ka che say we nursing school na say we say on fa nursing ni nya adwuma obi anku
do pay your ho.
Do pay your ho. Nti okọ yede.
Minimum.
Okọ nursing school ni ko yede. And they say some open marketers wa ha na so we nursing school no ba obefan. Go do obefan.
Let's say per marketers.
Say Peter, say more per editors and reporters now you say we nursing school about the fun. Interested now we health minister in opposition. We now trumpet is automatic posting. Edema President Mahama say we school are near posting. Now if I enforce we need be outside bosso. Omo ti opposition
is it when the president wouldn't be there.
We be outside bosso.
And the maintain we cast down.
No what? Yes say we be here. We say abeso. Omo ti opposition no mo ka say yemre. No mo fi say yefo nti o ka automatic posting na afa dia ba bedu emie. Enye marketing kete ni ehu. Ena no omo so omo ye free features no omo so progressive eno no kete ene de magana fo. Yankofa ambulance mra enso ambulance nkete yankofa nkokọ mra enso nkokọ nkete na de twama wo ni se sa nkokọ ni so kura no ye se enye ma omutu nkofia na ye chichewu eye de wonyina eno anu na si
sa
na omutu nkofia fra omu se
enye elias
ndi omu cha ni ye so omu cha broless
so broless ni omu ye say 3 months no more say no more why ready yare
san ma say sense ncheche mfufo wa odi na community
sa the even the broless na
no ye so omu che san ma te
na 3 months no more wie me say na no na me beduma o the radio station enye aduma tell me titi di ko to baby na che me wie na se ne yebu akwa south ese nkukọ nkekiti na aba ho no omunye ska fa fidi wo eti NDC fo no ana etwetwe ska se umbe fidi mo no na di ho mra no omukoton ma no ma chiska enu anu no kana ye ntokwa
nti so omu chiska na se na brabo na si
sana ko mama kan
nipa
mama ko ka no position so obeto kusia omutukusia no waton oton no kwa kokolo akwolo so edo le so ntimi ntubie ma wo kunu no ware enu anu
nti obi a wawie school na ye fa ni napko no kokoye adwuma na etua ne kabosome saa for 3 years ene why ebema nkoko mako 5 utiri ya utiri ya obedu fie na tuwu na aka 3 na omusaye nkoko a omuntu nkosia ana o multiply and increase production bia na wo saa nipa no so wo to saa nkoko ni wi a se wa bra boy si nti wo ne nipa na oni ye fa ni napko no mfaso be na ke wo so no wo say again almost andada kwa ba nta kan do say omo awie school asese ye form nurses awie school asese ye form health workers awie school asese ye form no sankofo no obe form as volunteers na wotua omo stipends na se aban ema clearance na ye fa omo permanent sankofo ne be consider omo first enya na koni ato ni din foforo
but mamenko ti kako no efere bi ye ka se bu hanu ma obo ba bia wose e na body mo boa enya de bato yenko tie kako kako no zi eni yenko tabi.
Sir, so tell us about the 24-hour economy market.
Honorable Chair, you realize that we are close to Mankasim, so we are trying to build a market, and you know Mankasim is known for Kako market. So we want to develop that market so that we can attract people from Mankasim, because now Mankasim is choked. So we want to attract the SSs to Ekonfi.
And that is 24-hour economy market.
That's what we want to do.
And you said you want to leverage on the 24-hour economy market. And I'm asking you, so is that your definition of the 24-hour market?
No, I can refer it to the DC.
You cannot do that to the DC. You cannot put the DC on the spot. You mentioned that you're trying to leverage on the 24-hour economy market. And I'm asking you, give us an example. Say, you see, we take this gathering very seriously.
And at the whole it is the 24-hour market and the Jomahaman Ayaka Jaso. Kaku Ejaso. Me Kaku me papa, Mina Kaku to a busy bar, so we need be our Sebeson. It is the I wouldn't be an answer vessel. It is a mean Kaku to the travel for to say, yeah, while Matikusiana salty crack. Die. Come secret. Enti babia ye ton kakuna nti Mankasim ye noted for kakuna. When is this market? I say kaku. Ade ne say yes be operationalize it. System na wo hodada no. Enti dwade e koso wo Mankasim nyina no. Ma enya 24 hours. Obi asomo ase kona kosi market. Because adanu mitie wo ha sei. Now my definition of market e kire say obi define market enne to mean say a geographical location biano wati mitio okay I will have now kasa asem in the minds of NDC no say say a women's bank no afede ebeko women's bank no beko 24-hour market ni me ho na ebeko sa na obi ka kire me o region ni nsem a yet no one policy, one government policy, thought through policy, intentional policy. By person or yen. But no. Explanation ni ye bebre nti mbisa me say implementation be say. Implementation be say. And I kwa mi na ye market si wadada no. Ye dri fangu. See the baby ye see 24-hour market. Ewo emina. Nia dia ye den. Omo e wo ho na be koso a wo ho. Yes. Omo e wo ho no eno a na be koso a wo ho. And a DVLA no omo DVLA no how many offices na DVLA a ye 24 hours. Wo kan nipa na ofre wo ha say ni say say ye put niema in place. Niema be na put in place. Nurse ni a wa wie school tifie ye se kofa na adwuma no nya adwuma nye. Eno na hia. Afa ye se ye be ma incentives private sector eno ya mete say ye se afa de obetimi apply for up to 500,000. Omo so ba bia afa mo bia portal 1D1F. Almost 1D1F. Startup capital. And again, yasan to need info from. Because the na 1D1F ni mo. Ada so person start a juma foforo. Ani e from promoters no. Anase wo adwuma e struggle a wo hia moa. Kasa preko ya nso na se. Yes one na se. Ene kasa preko te sen. Ene isu edu ba bia na ye hia moa. Eye tax incentive. E de ama
almost 34 Ghanaian companies, including EFAC, NDC for say a MPP for affiliate, and a person, your mom almost tax a holiday no. Into Nyadi or Mobepene. Meanwhile, now Kotema Porter, MPS, your mom more than $800 million. And ye the mom under President Mahama. And for the Ababishi.
That's what say. Was say 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. Young Ghanaians set to benefit from 500,000 loans. Now, I'm ready to be. President Mahama has described the 24-hour economy and accelerated exports development program 24-hour plus. I don't want the plus is back at home. Minus Lupani plus. As a holistic, integrated, multi-sectorial program that allows our producers to tackle the key bottlenecks holding back production in agriculture, fisheries, manufacturing, and the creative industries. What's the public service in the BEFA 133? After that, agriculture, fisheries, manufacturing, and the creative industries. According to Graphic Online report on the initiative will enable young Ghanaians between the ages of 18 and 35. I forgot from Ghana between the age of 18 and 35 to apply for startup business loans ranging from 5,000 to 500,000. Me pato kosi Yankee. Na ni plan na simple. Ghana the program no. Kosi Yankee no CEO. Be refi sa yidi maybe Ghana Enterprise BB ewo ho MEIP ewo ho Maslock ewo ho YUE ewo ho enye no na odi abeg Peter yanko what to say
nakopa adom ahode wo
okay before abeba no Gideon Bacho me ma 24-hour economy policy no almost say object of the authority it way act no 24-hour authority act no Nina so de na eba be ya mo my Ghana biem na Saturday the free biem kama why was say object of the authority but me read kakra ni nyina yenti mateketeke hu ba ntime nkan ni nyina was say the object of the authority is to ensure the integrated sustainable transformation of national systems for economic production, supply chain, marketing, and labor power development. To achieve the object under Section 2, the authority shall promote the optimization of the volume, variety, and quality of products produced in the country for domestic consumption and export. We are 24-hour economy. What's it? Kafra. Promote the development of the micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise. Promote the role of the micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise sector in inclusive wealth creation and development through cooperative enterprise. Maminko has a straight away. G. Revive the national culture of community self-organization and mobilization. Communal labor. Was it revive the national culture of community self-organization and mobilization, community mobilization, communal labor, helpful, one who for me and one who for me and conduct. Yes, we work a CB. What be that? Because Mr. Mitibid, there was a work a CB them at the full council. No, qua communal labor. Women could go one to be that. Communal labor, no. Bridge the beer boost at young corner at KVIP. When you know the community mobilization under 24-hour economy. Gidon, I am Medasia, Prof. Q. What the fun?
Madam, I know Bessino. So, also, 24-hour economy now born industrialization. So, one element and a component, electricity.
Okay.
Can you in a yedundum? And yema different explanations. The entire Kania ni dundum. Near engineers be a Kumasi. Omo MPP for Omonana, Omudundum Kanian, a nipa bonnet for. Young coach engineer now work. Engineer work. Only a chain, one who's so much. I know what be done or yes. Young coach engineer now also. Now, person who say a bandway 24-hour economy no more can so Moboa Godon. Share 2026 budget. 24-hour economy, Sikaya demo munina a new 120 million Ghana cedis.
sika ye twa to ho se ye de top pad e de ama school for e 292 million Ghana cedis. Iti NDC e prioritize free distribution of central pad no e che o mo flash program a e 24-hour economy. Iti se wo ko by wo kola na se ma wo kan wo ha se e yen kakra de agodon Gusitano ameya te say omehia $4 billion. Yes. It is a $4 billion. Na say afim omatwa 110 million Ghana cedis a. But no, 110 million Ghana cedis. Dodo say na wodi benya $4 billion. Hey. Mo amuni ma se munya na ehwe. Eno no be ma the number of years a NDC betimi I implemented 24-hour economy. Nti go no. Eye frodo frada sem Ghana for ya dada ye ya ton ye color TV akoto we nya black and white o akoto TV a enso we de enso kra na once number ni ene ye de amaye den so mpanyfo sa achia na emu yi omuhwe se MPP ba isa ne ma ni nyina ye behwe ni aye ni medase
pa busafo aha movement television program di Bɛkyerɛ mu Saturday morning there 7 to 10 a.m. Haya no bia haya na ubia eti e Ghana na so mako Facebook kakra mo se ka me so jona me sa no me na me no se de ato me so me metia na me bo me Kofi Kinata
sorry na sapre kun enya de ato so
me 24-hour discotheque na drama so be bia me pa
so onu so mesi ebiba ko market ni ma na
me para do pa
da bi ebiba ko market ni
se ka me se be badwuma no pa u se bo aba na na me wie na the route ya na me pon ye na me kosi disco num discotheque de ensan wie cigarette num ene friend say ensan num cigarette num ene first chachato na discotheque hall mu yeta esa de mano intino aha all right I think that yes and one is okay eko good obato fa we to mame awu se we reading act na making kind na ene ensiba se omo kekari nyina ene agro processing agriculture and I said say na nado dan kwakufu ado e the one district one factory buy it's how person we ye 24-hour economy na the fulcrum should be agriculture and agro processing this have a manufacturing there at then at the same time no we can say one district one factory no watch him factors about me so I ready ya say you ready making can we say no e dey we baba beto so na my Peter akwaba we say 1D1F program cancelled. There are no current incentives under program. Trade Minister confirms to Parliament. We July 9th, 2025. That's it. No. Sorry, no. First two paragraph. The Minister of Trade, Agribusiness, Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. So, what's the one factory? Watch him. Elizabeth Ufuswejare has confirmed to Parliament that the 1-1 factory, a flagship program of the NPP government, has been cancelled. Along with the policies cancellation, she said there were currently no incentives under the program. Mr. Speaker, I want to draw the House's attention to the fact that as of now, there is no policy as 1D1F, she said in Parliament Tuesday, July 8, 2025. Peter Ankuma, have your say.
Sure. Unim se ewiase ohun no krasa na mechiao chiachefo chiahwefo
funyi na ajoso
na President Kufuor na in the heat of campaign or can be when President John Dramani Mahama Beka say on the free SHS buy no or say enye some politicians bia no unim se some penifo to me twan trosa godwin ho no who asema unfan describe ebinum asema minister no ka parliament so 1D1F in your incentive to your entro because that same package now what 24 now what 1D1F incentives near the no and na omari package in their 24-hour
renaming and repackaging.
Well,
they don't package anything. They just rename
almost 24-hour economy and accelerated development program. No, based on the act, and I developed this document. Now share document in more. And you know 1D1F now no boss who say we come. So you come, but almost. So, rename. I don't know how to rename President Akufo-Addo project. Ewo Boase a.
Galamsey no.
Galamsey sa Kofa oye ne bema bes abusua bi a omo ani. Kofa so kofere omo nkwa. Why do you do that? But when me starting me them person me say all over the world there are some human being who are operate 24 hours. Ghana baby bebre va dampon pharmacy uko any day anytime I was sprinters ubenya drato uko there are some filling stations 20 anytime abeko bia ubenya bia de ato if you watch you kura esen get abeka say under 24 hours
na bia Felix kwase for so the can watch no
say you can watch no ka afuom de no aso na obekire mu say anwumre bia no adwumayefo omba adwuma na dwono omu ntua normal electricity bill a yenyina yetua no
ai
ntu omu se bia wo ye welder ebihia so be welde wadwuma na nadwo because welde na nadwo de a ye ma free meter bia wo be use
na 24 hours eno for that na waba adwuma na nadwo
the teacher my prof ke kan say 24 hours and the day 24 hours
yes
and am say wo ye adwuma anopa kosi anwumre no nsia 1 hour bia fa say 1 hour bia 2 cedis
yes
na momu no ukoya na anadwo a
yes
from anadwo 10 kwa 1 hour bia 1 cedi
yes
it is some me pen faso it
constitution
let us say 24 hours na
the adwuma ke no daytime and na wo de akosa na and 24 hours
it na chese ukọ dampon say pharmacy anopo awie anwumre obenya dura ato no aye wo hodada enye no nko a nyumanum bebre aduane kura opa aduane ato wo sprinters opa wacha anadwo 1 am kura oba bia metumanya bia ma what you say enti na wo hodada but NDC but say they are bringing something different when they were in opposition they promised something different. And to share President John Dramani Mahama, wabra all launch on the manifesto no. O chire after ne party for abeka wache anadwo weda omba kutubo host wana ono as the candidate and not lead the campaign. But 24-hour economy policy no was almost flagship program.
Yes.
That was their main said Akufo-Addo eba na ne free teachers yani the main programmer na edana no. Say Juma sama ayeden na tie de President John Dramani Mahama at the time no a candidate or kind about the 24-hour economy. Was the 24-hour economy initiative answer to the youth unemployment. Tie mikotino ewo abra wo kasa no. Was the 24-hour economy policy we will implement in 2025. Tenio.
Nchikola no oboa.
Or say the 24-hour economy policy we will implement in 2025 is a game changer that will open new job markets, foster entrepreneurship, and drive innovation by creating an enabling environment for young people to thrive. We will lay foundation for a prosperous future for all Ghanaians. A 24-hour economy will enable one job to be shared across 3 shifts and employ 3 persons.
The movement stronger than
ever. President Mahama, or 24-hour economy policy.
No, Koti Yano.
Or say, or best starting in 2025. Which is last year. And that Aboki and that Sa Edumana Obekretino. It's about one job to be shared across 3 shifts and to employ 3 persons, providing job opportunity for 3 workers instead of 1.
But are they who?
Only President Mahama. The policy which aims to drive economic growth, improve service delivery, and create jobs in both public and private sectors
public and private sector.
So one job to be shared among 3 people in 3 shifts, not only private,
public.
So the kind of reading public and crab first.
Yes. And to say the finance ministry, if big man up upon we are, if you have a upon you, da madiachi. That's what he promised us, and that was the major year or year day or promise year, and also our best starting in 2025. Here we are.
I cannot say.
In fact, okay, to us what quoting him or say this policy, when implemented, will also adopt measures including beefing up security and on streets and providing street lights.
I
said what they for the call. For fire service call rather.
So this was the promise. Say 1 job, 3 persons, 3 shifts. Now say about fast security services no more. Now Ghana had here, baby could be street lights. Street light your street lights at the same. In fact, Omuka promise say a phone, Omako 2 ball no matter I adopt 24 hours.
Yes.
I'm some light your President Mama promise you. If you go on now. And then you're 2026. Have they started even say Omuma street lights in import agent and so the security services no cry recruitment in Kwako say. Now Bɛkyerɛ say I feel now about in total 2025 one started. Fine. What's our set up a secretariat?
I ran it.
I appointed. As I appointed, will be in charge any whole office. Say, no one be here legal backing. I'm a part of 1D1F. Na omoma incentives. Na omoma tax waivers no. Omukoje already allow tax waiver. The GIPC Act allow for tax waivers and tax waivers over the old President Mahama one cry. You gave tax waivers to your brother. Yes. You don't need legal backing to give tax waivers.
You don't need a 24-hour authority.
Yes.
You know now the mass you know. Yeah, what that?
Oh, enti na key na no obo. We have ni policy na 24-hour private sector incentives some there no normally be boa businesses ama operate na. Almost they will give import tax exemptions, no taxes on importing machinery, any raw materials. You go and ask 1D1F or BBR or BBR or importing your man. No tax incentives, tax waivers. If you cry no tax import, I think for 2 or 3 years. So a year, tax within a period. So there's a scam, but they employ more people. What the Abba Shah say? So we obey adopting and obey 24-hour in so I single shifter or obey enjoy no on tax. Then we obey 2 shifts, obey 25 reduction in corporate income tax. Obey 3 shifter, obey 50% corporate income tax. So far, I did also be starting last year, 2026. Yeah, Pempoasa. Won't start you. I think I act, policy, BBR, develop
review budget wise.
Oh, Debbie,
budget wise, you're 2026.
Of course, yes. I agree with you, yes.
Yeah.
And see, this year, businesses saying a cost subscriber enjoy this tax incentives. Yeah. Now, we hold that we buy our Wasababe. Wabe. Abebo key, they are share with documents and say, and then idea or the babe bois 24-hour economy. I say, who's the 1D1F no more 5 years tax free on some of the Nyoma not Omoye. In fact, some of the 1D1F nuclear provide transformers. UCG transformers maomo. So they are mukanya beji nasu ye. Mikai ewo ekumfi for example. Because now they be a factory ni one. So kasa o train lights ne a year koha.
Private sector.
One shot. Own to me. So Abai provide transformers, dedicated transformers for the factory. And then and many others.
Transformers in Kun or Abai Saturday in say, oh, quino, and your whole accessible as a bina a equine de coho or the insurance and money coho. Nina knew.
Yeah, some of the places on ensure. I'm say, Bakubi a chick, I'm say, a whole about some normal years, iron rose or some year a central region, a year or so. Omunya problem aluminium bibi a year or so. Abani mamu ensure ninu mania nina. So be a beboa ma say juman ubetimi enya sa sikanem fasone dia fa workers. In any case, so person provide all these things are as in bank ni ho. Support.
Give your part of the story biatuso. The story biatuso. I say NDC granted $832 million tax waiver.
MPS.
That very reading or say the majority caucus of the Parliament of Ghana on Thursday, May 30, 2024, mounted the podium and expressed the double standards of the minority caucus over tax waivers. The government wants to grant 42 private businesses operating under the 1D1F policy in an effort to cushion them to expand and employ more people. And a majority in the Kasamuka say 1 year big no NDC for a grantee 832 million tax waiver. In fact, in the only about 800 million MPS. Just one company you want. Yeah, was so bad by Tema port expansion. Yeah, man, almost $1 billion tax waiver. Meridi. They are not 24-hour economy.
Yes. That was even in response to a MPP are buying a or more tax waiver to local companies.
Yes.
Tax waiver no come committee man local companies no. Now a court parliament. I'm a parliament committee. Both MPP and NDC nyina woso. Agiatum. Approve that down. A bar parliament. Tank Palace or enjoy tax waiver from NDC 1.
Yes.
Tank Palace. GIPC and the Ministry of Finance issued. I even have a copy of the statement. I'm referring to document. On the man Tank Palace, any attachment and others. And this Ababiaba. There's also a tax waiver to a company, a local companies. I know we 1D1F. A beboa or more metimafa Ghana for a Juma. And this is for some Montiase. And a majority got train MPS the buyer on the kind of parliament. Yeah. They use their numbers to fight it. And then, I'm the question of documenting 24-hour economy policy, we say, on the tax waivers. And even that, check whether they are implementing that. For me, a deceptive policy on the buyer, near order than almost 24-hour economy market. Now, President Mahama called Bimbila. No, they are so-called ball form, or the static say 24-hour market. Now, the area when they say, or say 24-hour market no mubisino, mikotuno, or say it will make room for banking services and storage, as well as fire and security protection, and it will include other services such as restaurants, crèche. Nti minim jadini anajo, or then the back crèche. 24-hour economy. Oh, send the beer or more Juma in Jana, you know, and they have obeyed the Kakra.
You are my exemption, Biao. What's it mean heavy food, Anajo? Into restaurants and I don't know where they
Colmuti cappuccino. Colum cappuccino, coffee. Now,
so the market now, Musi, the so called model, no. almost some say befa crèche, befa restaurant, befa clinics, befa police station, fire, then near any no. Owie no, and on one side Bɛkyerɛ or Kotutiu. Everywhere we have our traditional markets. Traders with farm produce and other wares gather once or twice a week. We call it market days. And people come from far and near to do business. We want to stop that.
Stop with the body.
So we intend to build these markets to operate around the clock, thereby stimulating economic activity. This was a campaign promise, and we are committed to fulfilling it.
And it's the person can say, I just market day, I just market day. This was so omunai.
Now you see, now poverty of thought. Just say, Uju one we are now being penimu kasetia say. Farmer na onu hye ebi aduane de oboase anase akrofuo ma manchemu ye ne farm no onjai farm no mra de bia meye market day. You see, meanwhile these ideas and bia market days no so odo kakra na otwe no na bia ya wada market ya na market day a brother ukwada na wakofuma tutuni nuba ni adade na tell you abeton onyeska Friday Saturday
on essentials
no the wakoto aso on the farm until you want to stop that and also obema o maye omobeya no debia enti se okofuma no pa opon a na ni watete ni nuboa na nadweno o abeton ade owi a anadweno beton ade a no asan akọ onna no asan akọ the farm is that how
it is no oba force obi asa wo wafu a esa mo yim ko shift nipa miensa
yes
ba ko kwa homache no ko na we use apt description poverty of thought
na
emfa
ojo nwa mso wan hwa obenya no asetia what I say na uwia even the public service also obey no one job 3 shifts 3 persons is it even possible?
Okay, me wo institution ba ku bi a matese mo erane 24-hour
economy
anya no onye ho 24-hour economy office
away
ewo company ba ku bi state institution.
Okay,
na
I want you for mudin to
me person me verify.
Okay,
but it true but me verify am ya mandi.
Okay,
the mo aye ne say o ma office ba ku e no ma pedi pa mienu si one office ba ku pedi pa mienu say o mo ntena ho and run 24 hours no it wo ko ho no nwumra document a ebia MD signing a friend say anopa no went man ko dina anopa na say via anadwo kwa wuti akwaji ana mbusa mu say ye ka say 24 hours na a totality of the whole institution ye ka ho asem.
Of course
Sano mukachire
that was the promise and yes nipa mi nsa be ye juma de bia
eti institution na nipa 200 ye juma mu
na
nipa mienu na eba be 24-hour economy
formula na amfa enye 133
eti say formula be be say do
we ana we 1.5
we 1/4 ayi yes eti unim eti busa mo say okay eti say ano estate manager anadwo wo hono mana
oni ho
lawyer wo hono mana dwo ana marketing for ho mana dwo ana enti say elisa ya MD enti anadwo meet alcohol mana dwo ko process me lease document
procurement officer ni
because omuni hono mo and me say enti any customer service responsibility and what are you talking about? How can you say my brand was say a 24-hour economy office? Just a document here I hold one no uko 1am dia ubekọ no wada no afre no but me document bo here say I ready hack you know you 24-hour
133
ya dey 1/4 1/4 ayi
Jesus omo ya advert class we mako bank kra na jo kai
am ko yede abra metimi aye
deposit omo ya advert
abrante no DKB ekofa asawo ni ba ene ne bedai one better way no eso tuane card o siska ni o bank no dimi card o bank e ko yisi card ya ba
no more dama
you see mewa so okay the 133 na public service to say be a DVL or much say operate 24 hours. They've announced they said DVL almost 24 hours.
Almost Madina.
Oh, almost started. Almost passport officer started. DVL has started.
DVL na make sure office go almost started. Yes, Madina.
Okay, into say Madina. The understanding is that say Nipa 2 na ejma or what? Or say Nipa 6.
Another 2.
4. Because 2 beba you have 2 beba you anajo. I also mu yes ejma no.
Na se be bit where okoje license oyi di mawa. Ometim kwa de just kiti man. Say oba oma won sign ni here for license ne ma.
Meanwhile, these people, when they were promised the 24-hour economy or public service, now almost say one job in you know. And the finance minister is telling us that the public service is choked.
Meanwhile, nipa who knew 1 million.
You see,
nipa who knew 1 million.
If the public service is choked, and that baby also nipa nyina eniko private sector, to the extent say teachers kura abana bohuka asho mu school ama o mawie no mutimi for o adwuma
omuyi nipa di nyina say stroke.
Yes, I google it. Na nurses abana bohuka through their training from Kwame Nkrumah branch nyina ka wie pe adwuma automatic. Don't do man number 1 na be ma backlog started say eba.
I want to clearance in this money.
Yes, that was when it started. And no mumfa omu. I think a clear chance somebody must start even to implement the 24-hour economy policy, no, to recruit them. The minister some quite already new year and upper a Vianney and teachers cry there and I do cry side teachers or much radio. Into the teachers no be ejuma e bi be kwa kwachira there no pa e Vianney bi ni kwachira there na najo nkwa ni bia ko school no kwa kwachira there. Omo the mindset
what about ko school anajo
just ojo wa won tiase. So nti kwado me there meaning say the policy no was a deceptive policy. There was no way they were going to be successful to implement it. Never no more can na da Ghana for na emre and I expose NDC and President Mahama.
All right, Medasi Peter Ankuma, deputy editor, Emma. Dispatch newspaper. I can remember when I check a crowd.
I send until about this.
December.
And now we call a. And also what trend you?
Sir.
Na no pa me tie ya me see me friend Charles say abehunua say the obubomu ha na o chirechi mu tutumu ye. Am say eh sir no say anche enyu me go am see me go tie sport ga me go yes now Junior o say tie am say eh na mo asase pan so ya o trend papa am say am ka say ka obefa ho nanka we free wako no yam say uko
me ye dey
am say now media communication director ampo
oh but
no ade na o no ha no pa no na ye pa because ya ye wo form ho ne ye tete nsem bi obi kwa say one number bi obi kwa say ya mo sika se jan yes.
But I mean, who be some honest you are?
Every fashion, me so. We be say good morning. DVLA at Wager claims to operate 24-hour economy. Yet they close at 10 p.m. with the same staff. Nobody has employed again.
You see, Ghanaian youth.
We be can as a Techima market. No, what cars and what can't Techima market say a Honsu or Mabibu market in Egu. Was it the tell Prof that same thing is happening in Techima, and as part of Techima has been demolished to build a so-called 24-hour market. Store owners took the assembly to court. It took Nananum to withdraw the case to be settled out of court. The air cost message be about almost a phantom 24-hour economy. They should just implement it. They should just multiply the number of civil servants by 2. So we can somewhere 1
yes, 3. But by 2, the finance minister said the public service no. So recruitment is difficult. Google it. The last time the last teachers call unemployed teachers in call demonstration of mobile finance ministry or Kanda. It's a office by finance ministry Kanda. The chief director Ekacho almost said they should be looking at the private sector.
Teachers,
yes. Bisa how do Mahama editor of custodian? Na me net or na ye gina ho na ye hwe wo. Na hey, so the teachers no or is am kope
stronger than appetite.
Obidia Boss, good morning. Please check the EPA head office. It seems they are running 2 shifts. Okay, you better check EP. Say,
but the promise wasn't 2 shifts.
Yes, it is a Bakokratia.
What control?
And almost the year of implementation. 2025. Yes, it's what we can't change. I feel Okosi market. We are on the fire tender and then.
In fact, so ne 120 days. Mohammed first 120 days social contract now. How the same? Say,
yes, 120 days. That may show a document.
I say they will prepare for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy under the office of the president within the first 120 days. First 120 days, no, on my prepare, no, bill and article, no, my.
Not sit down office in Implement.
You see, so they lied. Simplicity.
It's a movement.
Mamentia, Minia Visi, Mamentia, Chamaunisa, I don't pay a chow, and pay away Chamaunisa will come. One night I was say, what task? They say was a buffalo. Chairman, you say we are on point. That was the thing.
Let me say the communication directorship position. Mahu near Kosu Yina, TT, the Kosu Yina. Media, I still hold the view, say there should be a communication behind the scene. Fair, Unim. Chemesa can be.
Honorable Chemesa Buzi.
Yes.
The venerable.
Oh, fantastic man. At the time, I know majority leader. So called IDU conference in Obai. I said democracy. No, all over the world. And not election, 2 election,
I mean, that is my position.
People to serve our positions.
Electoral commission be nominations now.
Yeah.
I do hear say party.
Yes.
We and yes, Wombra.
Yes.
Say yes by selection. Say I appointment by election.
But whatever means
acclamation.
And democratic.
Yes, it is.
Yet me to me so about me class pivot.
I'm
democratically selected. No, as a class, you told your no. I didn't vote myself.
That's what we now come on. 40 feet watch the TV. Now, you bought them hammer, you know, was in the booth. I was in the booth. It was a good.
So, my point is that share dynamics near the I don't support the argument say Miracles Abuaje and Gordon Asare-Bediako should be on the ballot. Yes. I don't support it. Because apart from that, meaning say
there be
you can't disagree.
Factually inaccurate. Make
a review.
And you can't be your view.
One can't have cry if you are
we have canceled
you.
Contest as communications director.
You can.
And what's it say? God has a bit of
they should all be on the ballot and
miracles in declare. So where is that discussion?
Nani I say I catch you say for me.
That you myself yet here. The I'm telling Mr. Moon.
Okay.
Fine.
So but Abuaje
or say
Abuaje and declare so be contested communication directorship position or MPP more
contested
that. So only one day declare. And I mean say Pius Hajidenso Akam say Obeko. And I hear Solomon Sasum Sanso I am a flyer or no so Obeko. But I'm there only a day and me interest in the whole case. Bet me ako. My argument in the say miracles announced what that day Obe announced me. I will never support say only Gordon Asare-Bediako.
Enko contest.
Enko na omumienu na enko basa enko fa communication directors will be fa ballot no. Na for no God was so miracles also. Baby. I don't support it. So I support the position say party in penny form. In fact, even so Sasukra no there should be a way. People can talk to people.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Position. I don't even support the fact that you're electing poll. I don't support it. Because a specialized area, if you are not careful, you will be very popular. But only the expertise, only the knowledge, only so the solution to cure the fact that selected appointed communication director for me was wrong.
We have moved beyond that.
Yes.
We are called University of Ghana Stadium, July 2025. Party for say, in fact, it was one of the most popular constitutional amendment proposals. Say, Yanko Troswaba. And for Akojatu, Baby Yadruno. Yami Adma September, Ebako Twabana. And the past started preparing Honkaka. I mean, since last year. And I started discussing here. One problem was say, Mokam, ye first, Eti, say, no, Titi. Say, yet you win. And they cast a year exams. Why am I so far MPP for almost on the contest communication director, or my one?
Pious Hajide, but what can I Bobo. And I got Asare-Bediako.
Say the game over.
No. Now say you mean nomination. You nomination amount for me.
Me debut, but me trouble be make am why.
Okay, any be ma be can dem. But the man can
I don't want say ya so ne yemienu. E wo de.
Say before be contest.
Ye tene soro e wo de ye tene form. Aha. Enti ye form de no. Say be ba e be higher.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Because more elections no. You're mutai ebe affect party no. I'm telling you,
it's even good for Dr. Baumia.
How? And I'm can one sem.
Now, what Kwame? Sasemuri, me know what can one sem our base pain. What do I say? Say ko basa so me akosi so obe kwa. What do I say? Me know what can we do win come up but they ko come out say.
You need democratic party.
It is. But democratic party wa agree say. Say me say asem o kai won na yard no support to say. It is not always through election. And you selected people to position.
I agree, but it doesn't also mean say when election comes, let's say it depends on the every customer contest is a party in the big group.
Now you see, I'm the
party. But what, explain to me why
an NDC. There's such a big party. Say soon
the American was a better party. I want to understand a better party.
Party no. Dear ye pese ye.
And I better have
me I'm cancer.
Oh, you have to make me.
Dear
I can't topic no.
I saw Mama. In fact, Obi Kra say. Oh dear, actually.
Bono. Didn't you ever have party ni say your main aim ni say you be capture political power and
of course.
And Dr. Baumiani yakoyi na ye de neko. And two strong people, die hard Dr. Baumia people.
Fantastic.
And you will divide our front in the communication. Hey, regional communication team member.
Yes.
We say we say Sadiano because ye near the Juma near the Ajitumi at the free NDC in Sama. For Befremo, backdoor no money Makasa, whoever will drop and on Yamasem. They hear
in fact Sasukra so many Casa.
They hear say Mumumi and Munipa on a ballot say Yankotum Swaba de Godon. Ebeha and my church in the any have a ham.
But you see, Miss Ramu, Comono, we can be a second within the base, Namada Bahi.
The American base in one answer, and Nippon of Macam the old trendy. Yes, it will start war a can say station or movement temple. Kesbin, a yana Oko Chitri Muse. I'm confirming Wakasa, but all the one make point to say. They are over contested. Now, Niaka is consider a man for a show. Say, Ombabwa are more contested. And I'm saying, say the Prof. Okam. In fact, Usha so far names are by Emutre, one camp.
what is not even good for the camp.
I know they are no.
What I say? Because uko baby you will be our neka. You will be our ways in neka. So we shall if we have between team ya, we profit me shall only a no. Only alaji kapa. And then alaji nkwa. O sa so ne akwaba akubi so e kapa. Ebo kapa amuye no mabebere ebo
o de meka metilapia wo ho ebo
so me team ne too
ana me so wo me camp ene me camp
wuni camp
me camp me so wo camp ene se ba se yakoto aba na wo ne awudi camp yi mo de nipa mienu ba na me camp yi de nipa ba ko na eba wa wo hwa de ne besi
ye be divide ye ama wo fam.
Especially when we camp now, Nipa no Mobano. They are all strong people. And they are all liked.
Peter, they are kind of
so but me maka champion for me no mo and dey come. They ebi mo me yadwen. Ebi no so say the thing say or say open mu bi pa na o say o ye. Na so onya on tena ho.
Peter me das. You see? Unimi. Unia panyine me.
I said, I
would do here. I see the Kakra. Contest here, make us a queen. Mompona Muyi must say, nipa of confidence with Muna, meeting me. And I miss me way me while I'm meeting me. Since last year, my name penny 4 ya. Me Jesus said me busa or moi, me John Madrid or party. Many will be heading commercially. Meaning penny will be all party according to me discretion. Yeah, well, you stakeholder, meaning any including some former regional chairman. So we are away.
Yeah,
many be braided in Congo. Almost a minko. Na when me person as a mechanic year now will be a manu and sibone. Peter, as I'm carrying. Yenina nipa, you look up to him or political communication, MPP. And an akumia. Dodona. It be last year. And an akumia catch him say, Gordon, no problem. No mumuno. As when you say, if they are Dennis Zube contest, you na contest with you. And whom he has say, Mumin be contest. It see a tenacity, need him come. When I'm so na patchomati, they do all mad and discuss it. And I may me camping kakaka, me consultation kakaka. January. And I'm here official declaration. Me official declaration is declaration of intent no. Na na komia sana me kasai. Say what? Say Dennis Beba. Enti say Dennis Beba contest here. They will catch them no. Yeah, see a tenacity near dream. Na me sana me dey say me dey say me producer. I look up to you on me be. Until do 100% tenacity and kasa. Peter, you better say akasa. And I'm you know you trust. About 6 weeks ago, you na you could see a baby could do in meetings. Na could do na any baby be or home here in Pabe a cobe 20. Na na come ya wo. Na Dennis wo. Dennis it na come answer being commuso. It's a year meeting in every year no. Even na me be facing and come ya direct to say. We are not say go on, Charlie. The one Dennis contest in there. I don't see why we should let it happen. Until I see a tenacity meeting come. I'm not many problem. I'm a Democrat, me a true blue party member, you know, and could be a bit piano, a better niaka. And now, Dennis is a biennial. Now, Dennis, banana, I haven't told you I'm contesting.
6 weeks ago.
Yes, 6 weeks ago.
Oh, send you banana, no master.
Miss Ramon. And was so banana, I haven't told you I'm contesting. And I said, really? No, I said, I'm. And you try so. An informal conversation.
Yes.
And now, you be our corny baby. And now, me yet the person me. Because I have told myself, I've told the world, say, I'm contesting. Will be all party, but in the same Kubiano. Me say, I'm contesting. And the other said, the previous will be too kind. Now, Beko Station. Na ka bus si holumwa elodu bus ni si holumwa elodu driver tim car kwa so ya soja ne so aka ni pe do mienu na bus na etu na ese obetena mu no wo si da bi yesi car ba ku bi wo asuo na ja na no kwa no driver no ye hwe se bi so beko se won ko na wa ya so ma se kota de kuma se ba no wo se car na wo no de ebetu no me twan de se driver no be nya akwana se won ko no etse me ka chem se me de me no my take me decision
o de ntwa so is any days yet say nya me nomination
the BT I can't be any days yet I have taken a decision dem me say me come contest sabi me started some cancel from last year sabi obi no be din ko ma say go be ni obi din ko mo say ma tutu kwa akwa consultations ana me boa and am campaign me ne wo ka say marketing me communication marketing campaign team Dr. Bamia ba me ko akwa ko bona ma ye say me so ko start no me mpese say want to be any baby no it's a decision I have taken and I make ko ba me ntimi ntwan die so wo soja ebi obeba na se wo mba me twa ye den
de ye kan ya wo nti ne ye kan
na hwan ntira
dabi kont enye se bi a eye wo na ebe ha wo nti ne ye ka eye ye mpesa de na around Dr. Baumia okay mama ma example
okay
primaries na
I think can
me
important na woni mama for message
primaries na ye koye na ye de let Dr. Baumia no for the first time me constituency okay all front liners all big ways ewo constituency ho rally behind Dr. Baumia but on me say the fastest election ya hodi sa election way obi ato na ba wie ya no ko obi ato na ba wie ya no ko ya mre because ye kwa ebi nipa gina wiem wo gina kameses ho oso won to aba no o twen we se mi si ne sa ne ma no esan se mpanfo ni nyina ka bo ma ye sa de no ye hu sa de ye hu sa de ye hu ni bi nti ade a mo de no wo se ensam ni bi wo ho a ye me aka no ha me nya comfortable
ntimi nka na bonte
but ade so ankomo na ekoso wo the various regions ne so no ese se etimi ka ho ase nti mpanfo obibi o mo be ya animanimu ya omohwe na omonye
me de because I don't support
me campaign ama godon o central region me nyanja ye so am ye me campaign until say godon ebe na won so kwa se pani bi wa ye won kofo a no omofa adwene ansa na wo ba you still need to do consultation ultimi free we pay mu say one day say mo kan ya mate maje atum da bi esa obeman kofo bi so nsa si form
and
but godon yin twa so time no say ayaba me pese mark so be kan adwen wo sa asem we hu kwa de me hia na but winning let it be also be challenge
with t-shirt ni mo na say
asa mo say da o
let it also be on record say no matter question is healthy and is good for democracy
of course
but it is also not to go there's a report to say you very binimu say mom nkwa
ya no ntina me che na akomi ade ma wo bi nka ne ba bi say na akomi ehunu na me na akomi amenimu no o hunu na me what I say na akomi ameni is so close say
na advice bi a
wo yi a wo dwum kompa godon na wo he fa me so me wa say wo ya fa ha wo me kwa de wo be ma me wonya cake wonya cake bi a eye de anagbo kwa kat cake kwa mpo what I say ya ana nkatie na akomia ne nkatie enti no me mpeso be create yi bi say na akomia yi but I think say publication na ba ye no
yes
na a create erroneous impression bi say ye say wo mo amone Dr. Bamia entimi nye adwuma ena na akomia say na gona sabida ko wonim no wonim obi a wo support na Dr. Bamia echeme etimo obi create that impression no me Dr. Bamia so why flag bearer one the all trying say be a party na dem say me national organizer ni me national chairman ni no why adwuma etimo obi so ko gina gire Dr. Bamia din echi emfanye in fact Friday eno na wo twe mi hia Dr. Bamia asema no waka wasese kwampudie anopa obeso na nkofu gufi ho no bomba chia no oso bo omo nka hwe o tell doctor aketi say no oja ne nche e ntwa picture da wase ba kwa ne nche ne ka wo se picture na du bed constituency bi say wase Dr. Bamia support me meanwhile so your politician na woji obi a enti ma obi nkoman extra headache bi say baby a wo dwendwe ni politics e de be back kama ebitima convince Ghana for say ye better alternative. That's the most important thing. As for a UDA contest in the munia first ni appointee nipa party ni hu say answer da amwa it is a 1% contest mra adna you want to prevent the contest mark akwa by net say
yeah
wo ye one more say bo one boy wo ye bra u ye de wini mamu wo be kai ko be sa be kai ena engineer Gumasi fa so ho te say
Nyankopon dom
Edra me catch us say started non so 7 aden why late
oh baby na me won nenye no say me to me kaba
okay
me so sorry
okay no problem
no so trendy you ago what it NDC
tell me friend no one go won you sir no me na me friend I catch this I'm a who publication no friend you know what it wo mo pa no Mark me man start video 24-hour economy na
David Peter says so cancel wave.
I put up the question.
I was enche Peter. Yeah, me Peter from. Omo mu diri Yesu ma. Senior, I don't say. Who say enche September party no yakoto aba akoyi communication director. And as I'm going to be painful. And the position of communication director no, na abaye kakra. The district so tie kakra. Na publication be by me and madam for being a year sa story and say Dr. Baumia na ebinumu and I say people close to Dr. Baumia chere conform between no my yaduma no conform between no my yaduma na enunti omo force God na say because onjai contest no Emma Miracles Abuaje afen so ono mo sa ball another say na ko treasure national organizer Moses Abo ono so ya force no mo ono so ejai nti ye discussion ya na be bo mu na me dey ka me nko a so far nipa 4 and I show interest on some contest communication director oh Pius Hajide okay
and Solomon Sasu Mensa
okay
and God na Asare-Bediako and yatete say miracles so Abuaje so ahwe a ono so be there be unity and I'm saying say between miracles and God, there should be a back door communication be. Then so now will be on the ballot to compete with Hadide or Solo.
Okay, and that's it.
Now who you say I'm not the boy.
Okay, I'm not doing. Okay. Engineer, now who is the tourism minister now?
Extended, yeah.
Oh, okay. Enemy Chiao. Nipa 3 among the 4 Emenko Fupa Gordon Dennis and Pius. Well, who's a better Pius? Pius, Nipi and the power. What's the now, if you be a meeting, a bush no team in me. Election about them. Oh, what do you simple? Who's all that I'm going yeah, look, a question.
Yes.
Na okumanya akoshimwa what can be beyond it. Yeah because
I can understand why I said before kakra na
oh I know
oh there we are
I know before a passion
yes I'm
a passion I want to okra be kumu no what dey share anabo brain ekoshimu no e be kra not to faso aha if you're not in Japan,
yes,
yes. Relationship of moon, it's a minnow, yeah, say, Sanke, bet to me, Aka, Nanya Maniboha, I make a billion and Kabebwa. I think the constitution of Ghana, Krano, it says select or elect.
Yes,
yes, so baby or crank, I see a select.
Yes,
it's a no. Obahwa na ho dambo twemu time na ye shobi a owa ahoden a na party na akorhwe no the number so I think say President Mahama kra no wo korhwe no time o Japan embassy no correct
yeah.
You know eti anka ye tumi tinase
na ye bobɔ ade ne ye say wo edo kwa habeboa wo edo kwa habeboa na ki aka ofi ameka bia anka beboa but at the same time democracy so pene say yenko elections the choose who I pese odi anymore baby and they say MPP and communication home faso na MPP per se this time no okay koto abani choose nipa obedi anymore with communication. I've personally felt that the dear party, the communication, they're going for a very long time. For a very long time. Yeah. Still, I see gaps. I still gaps. But I better take care of because I see that the perception about the party, about communication, they say, about it. And communication. Okay, you are communicating. Correct. But, yeah, what them hey, I Juma or media houses, you know. You mean that there's more to it than just talking.
Yes. Say and it is anka yen ko school nkosia.
Correct.
Say kasa keka. Nka ye pe obi ana no ate.
Anko bi wa yin fi channel bi aye communicator o school bi here. Correct.
But 4 years.
But there's more to it. Yes. And minti news about TV aye audio bi wa kasa research bi o kan say ade a godon dinani obunani keka obenya with a media house no. Ebi a miracle might use money to do it. Meaning to acquire a statement, you know. But Papa B, I think so. Yeah, Kesben.
Charles McCarthy.
Okay. Charles McCarthy, will be the British, will be the Ghana. Charles McCarthy.
We got a new super Charles McCarthy.
So, Charles McCarthy, Malaria, and you know.
And then Miss McCarthy.
Oh, yes, Malaria. It's na me kan be sisi say obia won strength.
Yes.
But anka se party no ye mu obia strength and ye be usua anka be boy. But I see that our party, you can see your strength pa na can say. I'm telling you, policy are there go. You see people you move obvious strength, but they won't use it. You say as soon as he was 20 we do the say hey ana way
yeah
you need strength by your cancer instead yeah make us a politics with me yeah you worry nka with me politics with me worry corporation I'm telling you because
stronger than appetite
because I say ma I want him to poop
I'm worry
àwọn pẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n.
Wọ́n àmà wáyé ẹ̀tìrìn sọ́tà bí wọ́n pa ojú pa abẹ́sẹ̀ ń mẹ́ Ghana politics ti. ọ̀nà màkẹ́sì wá sí visa náà ọ̀nà nígbà ntí àwọn.
na amẹ́kọ́ ẹ̀jìnà wisdom kò máa yẹ sọ wọ́n yìí àná wọ́n yìí.
anka mi pẹ̀ sẹ́ mú náà mọ́kọ̀ election mi ń wo vote election kò mẹ́tọ́ àbá. Prime Minister, na mungu minkafi. Na na better na yente.
Na do bi aye ko se kona.
Eh, ndio be fie be wo fufu ye yin. Ni ko la shin ba me.
Wufu wo de me ba be wo.
Se mu be fie be wo wo de.
Metime di atere kwa wo.
Because my phone yata.
Sa na wutie.
Eti minianom party mpemfo. Se Gordon collection and near so no election. It is his right.
Yes.
Party president, so hopefully say go.
It's a movement.
Say no ye. And na say na miracle so kan hu ye. Say mo pese mo be kan wo fie so a it is also needful. If we to say na mo na muntu, we will support you. And say go don make asa mama, ye ne be ka sa mama. Say powers in the powers. You powers ye. Because we say no ten and kasa.
Oh, me I catch it.
Okay, but I think that they are all fine gentlemen. Our strength. Why information minister? Let's not forget. It's on Libya. At the same time, about Fati.
Yes.
When you're about Fati, we can ask some communications about no or church and him or mail. Will be our strength, and we need all of them. Try and pay from the first one. You baby, you know. That's how you part 3 or 4. Obia strength you bet my use. That is what I'm looking for. Yes, you will no be the yawa, sana strength no, we jawa to na afei and no prof can, but on be one kind of raw. Many kind of raw. Everybody on board. The crime pain from the first one, uncle for ye baby, no be I ni yaw. No. Monfaso. Even
abeko gomashi ho what can be we don't gomashi meet your minia oh yeah right then echo
me fa konya we so chia ye tiefo nyina anope na me chia me seniors a omoye panelists so time ona bo sha se bisa first question na me ni we finish
so we are sharp
mati bia yes na me de incha so de ma for more when constituency just kind anope omo 18 and bibia. I think on the first issue no about the elections no their mechanism you have to a presidential election abano you have to away. That is one. There are two meanings so they say oshe abana ye kotu ye during the presidential election now, Dr. Baumia enya 57% of the vote. In fact, me ko otiko ye juma man pa ewo hono. Na echese ofa MPP for nipa 10 bier to sa abana emu for anto abanye den amfama no. And also in chese omo penasem. They also had other candidates of their choice. Inti echese we share this statistic and your result in now 2024. HSS say you bet him up based on the fact that you can say yeah and call for the crime to about in 2024. Now Dr. Baumia Nankasa or yeah flag bearer and see any say also do BI then back together. Even within team ABS say team still say this and what even on one team Nankasa company, he still has to bring everybody on board and the MPP party at large. And he meaning say, "O vision kesiya pa ma Ghana na ma nyoma nkitinkitin bi nso benye den embassy ni kwan." And he must mefa akonya we so aka say Dr. Baumia ne team no enhwe na obi obeso contest bia no akwanye den.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Jamaica say, okay, honor as a man correct in the see our flag bearer. He's our flag bearer. Jamaica say party no, sorry, party as MPP no. And she say, Obi Bia or Pese or running election no. Once a nipan meet the eligibility criteria no, mesre say yemma nipan kwan without any cohesion. However, say for the purposes of consensus, Nigeria the consensus here is more open. Ubeti ma da so original or see me free me call APC me say but they do well with consensus. And the message say in Penifon share. Now with the position of communication director no. Gordon, you have your and you decide myself if you have whether you have the qualification or the expertise to lead our party's communication now.
It's a you have it stronger than appetite.
More than
you have it, you overqualify. Other candidates so like Miracles also has what it takes and also won the the qualities. So if a drum pempenswa I be here say in penifo be mamu kwan say bia oh monka mo adwene boma ye be say moso mo bedwen MPP ho na de asomdwe bebre party no na moso mai den mo hwe ama na mo so communication mu yie ama party no etimi ayeden aba power. Gordon, I'm using this opportunity to wish you all the best in your contest for the party's national communications director. Thank you.
Medasi, words of wisdom, kind words, and will be the message be about say good things come to those who believe, better things come to those who remain patient, but the best things come to those who never give up. Faith gives strength, patience builds character, and perseverance leads to success. It media no ebisese. Mark,
perseverance
leads to success. At more than one.
Omnivorous labor. Perseverance conquers all.
Perseverance conquers all.
Yes, that is your motto. No?
And you come to me every year.
Yes. But I think that as a party, there is one area. But we should innovate. The party needs a branch department. Yes.
Communication setup.
I think that branch should even sit at the top. Communication, because you see, who starts a business, apart from say one mission, your vision and your mission, brand is what going to drive the whole thing. So what the brand in Asia, everybody will fall into the brand. So if you look at our political parties, you will see that a lot of people say branding, but people think branding here, the things we see, but there's more to it. Correct. So we decide that the MPP brand is this. Everybody will fit, or everything fits into that brand. The look, the way we communicate, the way it's about even orientation. This I say, you better fear your training as government appointees. Your co-office, you know a system where an investor be share our party and put it together. Say, after office, this is what you are likely to see. You are likely to get broke. You are likely not to survive in this. You are likely not to be given your SBI within 1 year. You are likely, this is how you live. Because it is not a brand, but see, I have brand documents at work. And even life after serving as an MPP appointee now will be documented. The shade of MPP red code. Party officer name is I say, what is our red code?
Okay, so
because it is not a brand, but a brand that go and do Vodafone or MTN Yellow, no different code.
Stronger than appetite.
We should look at all these things as a political party.
And in fact, I say, and come on, my name and Penful BD, our communication, make me focus on brands.
Okay.
Because so be in the marketing.
Yeah.
And interesting is so. When tell me what Emmy brands and
last time okay. Last time okay, yes.
And no Emmy more masters in brands and communication.
Yes.
More masters in brands and communication. It's our Emmy field kakra. And now Mr. MSc. Okay. International marketing and communication. Yes, it's Emmy field kakra. So for me,
me compare my miracles were marketing. Someone never dream.
And I wouldn't say me a chartered marketer also. Me a chartered marketer. Both UK and Ghana. Sim UK, yes, and then Sim Ghana, yes, CIMG. But any school corner about practical ways. I dear back one man per se a beton confooting, and he said, Ubiako contest. No lose so I was saying, I mean to be near my party. I will forever disagree. Just maintain so by yes, sir. It's a member of Asare-Bediako, and then Marco contest. I mean, Pemulus and man, we near. It will be better than my Bonny manner. And to mammy, your mother about many people. Because why am I people the bros?
And to one was on my kind Peter Freeman. Oh, say, to me, your politics are. As to me worry. Oh, yeah, make the politics.
Because we said the Tremuya, not about me, Tennessee. Not many days were not about me.
Oh, today was movie.
My mamma, because about me, my minimum, they said, oh, to come by me, going to the camera, or what would tell us by me channel.
Reasonable.
Also, advantage is if you're watching me, maybe I'll be having, but
until we'll be on inborn, Chinese from much of
it. There's no frosty relationship between last week and Friday and that week.
But if you have an issue with that, I don't know. Okay.
That we are best so and
Mother's Day, never bought a witness.
There be 18 and say,
who can Mother's
Day, say, ye try Comoloso. Ye try and Comoloso.
It's a movement stronger than appetite.
Say you're teaching for 24-hour economy so agigi. Na enana no bi di ko say all of a sudden as a Ghana say no extractive industry no turbulent times bi abem. And now we ye beji we die finisem ye nyi finisem ayi fogina faako and na mama Ghana for nye me say ye for me engineer wa ti do na be ka ho asem. Ye no sa asem no emotions. Data bend wo ho kire say Ghana ni eyak sa mines no a Ghana benya so for so more than a foreign company be ba be. EMP engineer wa ha EMP oma manage mines dana menya sure mine support services and omoye say be omoye drilling e be omoye blasting e be loading e be hauling, but to own and operate a mines na you say go is you say we here about $6 billion and I would akwakoye ye no it will mention ye emotions ni fro na ye ni ehon kobo mamenko hon mamenko Marco but 24-hour economy now what you say send the somebody market here
24-hour economy I'm say be 4 is it
Zamayama I can 40 minutes ni yapon
sorry na say man cut him tennis na say me
that be me ti dey
okay all right so maybe I think I'm not pay that day or something. Yeah, I'm made to the 3 people.
Yes.
And I'm a catcher will say assignment to be say root me lady and kabemede. Every 3 months be a ankayenche year in retrospect wrong.
Yes.
Be a 2017 that time in another Adanko Kufado government. Now why ni 2026 President Mama so government near Wayini. Near compare. By this time, near free cities.
Yeah.
By this time, what is the 24-hour economy doing? So that Ghanaians will see your parents also America Canberra. You can local languages so people will understand. Because you see, me economist. But if you are a business student, you have a degree of knowledge in economics. I'm speaking as a business student economics, not a number of ponkroma. Economics. What I mean, no. Let economy. Can you use just a market selling point? Say it stands for economy. The final consumer, where you take the product. Data ben was so far to support this argument that yes, set up market the people are ready to purchase in the evening or at night. What is backing that? Yeah, and you see, say once MPP was building Kumasi Airport, the NDC will come and build KJTR market. Yeah, Ashanti Regional Kasi and Yashama Ashanti. I'm ready to argue that thing out. Look at the investment. Abose Kufado Yei in Sika. I share Ashanti region. As against will be about no market spec. But because the market purpose, we pay who market in a farm market in Mudo Swinty. As against those who use the airport. Politics. That is where MPP will fall short. Then it looks as if Ashanti Yanya match because the number of people who go to the market and also seen those who use the airport. It will look bad if we use the airport as against the issue market. Then Mammy or Tandi or KJT who say, I'm pie and share on because you're in sea market. If you don't know, all the market him.
Economic.
All market. All market.
So kind of head.
Yes. Because the market, the number of people who use to apply that route to market, and also, once you are doing railway, once you are doing monumental projects, they are doing markets. The one culture say market, our achievements. You see, they are always looking low hanging fruit. Getting. Now MPP, game changers. Nyama Sessan nations and Yenyefe. We see airport to Kumasi and no about my said or a crowd in my setting. Really. I said to Kutukatu, Accra International, also Accra International Airport. na see am say me ani aba me high life ade aye ni kente be say we just achievement culture policy kwa we one aye we did it in the office na see we one aye and sometimes it tells you this say as a nation it ya tuma nipa no oba no is aye mfere me to abama a government that behaves like this I'm afraid because me I am used to monumental nyama no biaba na mo kan onye uko kanso a wonse me yenka kodo na me kan bi sisu ne se e wo se ye press kwon no kwon e se press we will produce 24-hour economy. We don't care how they produce it.
Yeah.
But they must show us the economy. If it's economy is not market too. It's an ecosystem. They must produce that ecosystem. Authority now will not tell what authority for 24 hours.
And there's an act.
Yes. They should come and the steps. They should show us how it's going to go. Factories will be producing if you ever say this how we're going to export. Yes. That is our economy. First was starting with DVLs. So who could DVL they work? Is that your DVL is the economy? Maybe I must say we'll give you 24-hour markets. And I'm buying a moya and committee. I say that's to say economy, but your own economy is be a friend. And say economy. What is economy? But Google, if you something is an economy, then name might be economy. Maybe it's market. Then maybe you feel enough. They should tell us how market alone. Na papa no ordinate one on. We be no respecting na regusitano. Now that no one of them are new. Because we see the what they do all over no, all these years no. If we see the best say out of Adeba Kwakuji. Once at a point in time, regusitano. He was seen as another president for Ghana.
Virtually high apparent after JG.
Yes. Yes. It was a big deal. That was not a cocoa. It was Ghana from Tuma. You know, it's not a cocoa. To say JG now.
Okay, so economy, according to AI, was said. Economy means the system by which a country, community.
System.
Yes. System,
correct.
By which a country, community, or group manages the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Breaking it down: 1. Production, distribution, consumption. Production: how things are made or grown. Farming, mining, manufacturing, services, tech, etc. Distribution: how those things get to people. Trade, transport, markets, wages, prices. Then consumption: how people and businesses use them. Buying food, paying for school, investing in a factory, and a total. So, in simple terms, the economy is how a society creates wealth and decides who gets what, when, and how. Kakano.
And when you actually no I say to come the aqua market because they are looking for something I will be such a 24-hour economy nowhere here. They will print. That's all they are doing. And fact, now Ghana and you were knowledgeable people. Oh, you expect that at time no. Now economist why he never peer the catcher and say, Evia, I didn't go for invisible. But only no, and go down. Nana Asante Hene, Emma, solid speech bio. You place it.
Okay.
I don't know if you listen.
That unfortunately.
Solid. Na, Nitieno. I feel Sanka. Media houses will even amplify it so the younger ones will hear. Because I see that the generation of today, they listen to junk more than wisdom. And I support me nearby Fiapokuya. What charge pa on a branch be a social basement or a kitchen. Okay, can some basa. And sometimes you hear the youth quoting, not bloggers in our replicating. Sa language. Nam say tina na sante himi asem o kan rai. Young bloggers here, are they going to amplify the same way they take the junk and amplify? People don't know that what you listen is what you become. And it's how the doctors are advising that the things we eat and then my say the same way. So one can say many. Ah, okay. It's you should say junk as a people. Because I think Tina Obiba, not or the Adiva to her. Let's say one analyze it. Over the fair, they say, oh my good analysis, people come and diss you.
We did do what?
Yes, because your analysis, I a problem. Am I? Because you jai wisdom tea, you jai one more. Emma, I can't say ma. Na Emma, as the people say, papa. Says we admire people who speak junk as against people who speak wisdom
and display wealth.
And display wealth. And anything ultimate excellency over 24-hour economy, and people don't ask questions.
And what I say,
people don't probe.
Was say hospitality industry. Papa, what we were running while operating hotels bed. And I think it was. My name is President Mahama Mayan, Okota Hotel. Na a boat 6 o'clock, that's what time I want to pee. If you ever tell from had the hotel 6 months at the year, Juma.
Yes.
What are you saying?
I don't
24-hour economy. President Mahama who position was say, or bow the hospitality industry now I will pay 24 hours.
Oh,
was it hotels and restaurants? Restaurants is what say, this is merely Diana Joe. It's a restaurant and quite there.
It's against the doctor's wish.
Wisdom, young
boss.
Million.
Gordon,
Million.
On this matter of 24 hours economy, 24-hour economy.
One shop, Ubi Giant Waka can't, extractive, because time no. I can't 30 minutes.
Okay, Martin. When the Mecca trade, just 1 minute.
Martin.
On the 24-hour economy, time and 90s for a campaign, they met a lot of youth groups, universities, and
yes.
Agriculture said they are going to make sure that when you real school now, you are going to get job. DVLA 133, Ejuma Bako, shift miensa, ipa miensa. Until you to know how many Gen Zs, they were very happy. Because they were like, in the BBC, we were on MP before, to me, anye. Passport office. Oh yeah, I mean the promise were very big. A big crowd campus or metro lights aqua a full near the Amma promise Ayejuma Anajo and a whole lot. Discotheque. President Mama Boka said on police for about 25,000. I'm a momoton cocoa and a junior game in a bedding. The Bejuma.
One police officer, one cocoa seller.
To the young people are. To same year or mutime 24-hour economy say you be juma ma ya fa juma ama etia o kabo so me before sisiano the omo ye ne say omo si market
kotoka ku
minimum say obi akofa ne bibie fi bebi na onya market emeton enti say market no omo si wi a graduate a utifia wunye ejuma ye no na ope market ne ba ko na akwati na ho. I don't understand. Na sika udi be a market no. And then can pay young guys ni young girls bia omu ni ejuma na nka ye mfa sika ni bi kwa mfa mom as a startup. Market no musi no. And I say o makwaji bibi wo busum bi nchen no musi. What like what busum ni market? Like what no what? I want to market. Because ejuma ni ho. Wo see ube kreti ejuma. Market nso ye Ghana maintain say obi akọ demonstration say market ni Ghana. Nti what
anaso obi aye the board fu onye dwomu nton.
Onye dwomu
nton nyama bebe ko edibu fan ho. Edibu form. Enti Sameja fi no the video ha was say they are going to create decent jobs for graduates. It is a graduate na ya omo ba no. Omo na nkotonka ko no market na now. Oh man, better no that heavy.
Now go on, but sorry.
Yeah.
Definition now kind.
Yes, system.
It's enough to see that.
Omontiasi, double and that.
But you trust wisdom. Wise man.
Gordon, on this issue about the happenings in the mining sector, say last year shares uncle did say about free NDC bet take over. I'll form a good board. Reviews when I make a good board will become a state-sponsored galamsey vehicle because now we share no more pese omuye na galamsey no pese omuye den omu increase no. Good board Jimmy Denny shall Bokoko say the way omuye no man they are going to declare losses, huge losses. As far back in August last year, now me making those analysis. As usual, NDC for attended that is their birthright.
Just 1 minute
attended in the Omudia. And to say IMF report nearby a better of Tima from Bank of Ghana and activities with good board. BBH say Sabi Jenfi or no LED demonstration saying Yankupon in Kumakufu no. In 1 year, we bought Ghana about 9 billion Ghana cedis. Yeah, Ghana for near BNT omu yam bomb price in Yankupon Kuno. But he should know, say, he is going to account for it one day. In 1 year, it has cost 9 billion Ghana cedis loss. Last May catcher Obi say on simulate Sami Jenfi how he would have reacted when they said MPP had caused a loss of 9 billion. So on simulating me person almost funny videos, you know, simulate how he would have acted.
What do you mean? A better horror movie.
So what I say. From there, and a lithium year MPP signed agreement in 2023 when the MPP government negotiated for 10% royalty rate and one of the highest across the whole world. 10% on a Sami Jenfikria and in the NDC4 a lot of press conferences. We had a hypocrite like one guy you see or one of their CEOs.
Professor Jean Pukare said 10% a year and it leads to Yamanen Casas.
Yes. And a whole lot of people. Madam Sophia Akufu, former Chief Justice. A lot. And that time, everybody was like, see, this is one of the best agreements, and by far, this is not politics. By far, Ghana negotiating for 10% royalty, no. Ghana had to even go beyond the mining laws to get that 10%. Because the law was around 5%. And they coming on board say the community should be given 1% of gross revenue our mining sector architecture for the community. The state increased OSHA section 41 of Ghana Mining Act now. Mining company be a beba company the country no. Or mining of 10% free carried interest. But in that lithium, it was increased from 10% to 13%. In fact, that lithium deal was one of the best mineral agreement ever in the Fourth Republic. Yes, it is a fact. And this is for power. On power, they are now trying to say they were reducing the 10% to 5%. You all heard it.
Yes, almost a 5 or 10. They are boom right.
And I'm all for business. Now, and you want to say 10% here are Kufadu at the bay and they were trying to justify the 5% the company will be in shit. And we led a lot of advocacy on that. God on, may your model be better say if Ghana government goes ahead to approve that 5%, Ghana was going to lose $600 million in 12 years. And this is a deliberate activity to loot the state. So, Ariana na Parliament, Omoko Parliament, withdraw that lithium lease. And they retendered a new one where now they say, they went now in to bring a sliding scale that is going to be between 5% to 12%. They think and say, lithium lease are ratify area BBR just this a March. It upheld MPP's agreement. They said the MPP in Nara was the best.
If you want demand is about 5 no.
5 no. So on the sliding scale, about 5% to 12%, say the royalties will be paid according to the prices of the season. Because na in Ngwasie for them. Now their case for 5% have been deflated. Going back to say I'm pegging at 10 no ebe in Ngwasie
Silent scale there. Range. It can fluctuate.
Now, a brand now MPP hold more than 10% buy, you know. Professor Jampo, of free area or a 1 year as a hand fan. Munted Wakai. Was say I have spoken to those who matter in the area, met with the 4 paramount chiefs. I've had a meeting with the youth groups, and we know what we have discussed. These people, they can go about buying and bribing people their way. They will come and meet us there. They have to kill us before they mine. Good. Abani is 10%, and this is about 5%. Why you doing? So what the jacuzzi?
At the end of the day, no. In trouble training now, Chief Justice, former Chief Justice.
She joined them.
Later this year, she was now I had the step say, oh, let's say na you can't. And I'm saying, well, no, shouldn't be. But another between and now Bank of Ghana gold MPP tore gold go because from independence, every time MPP bar office in 2017, now we had 8.74 tons of gold in the reserves. Through Dr. Bawumiane MPP Munyansa, in 18 months, MPP was able to buy 22 tons of gold added to Central Bank. Now, the man can't find MPP home. Sami Jenfi virtually insulted everybody for that gold. Could you imagine, say, you raw 2025 from 1979, gold price and cost through at all-time highest in 2025. So the gold that MPP Togu had now become a valuable asset for the state. International Senibia by June Senka, almost buy and also buy some in addition. And we try half a ton. So we blew that. We blew that up, and so Kaya RTIB.
Yeah.
Bank of Ghana responded initially and said, "Yeah, more time." 3 days ago, they have responded to the RTI. Eventually, because you have more pressure, and they have indicated that they sold 22 tons. And to go there, MPP talk to one, they saw that exact number of gold, meaning that exact number. Not me person. Now you person, I mean, we want to know. They sold the exact number now. MPP talk to one, they have sold it.
Okay, so see, Coco. On by now, so do on by now, Kuku a ton is 3,100. And on what day 400 as a becahum. 500 can be 3,600. It's a modi says cano a 2 mono. On what 2 says can a magnet. Says cano, scanner 3,001 daho. And the guadu with the magnet, scarfa magnet. Tommy 2 McCall 3,600 and a score a bar screen or so. Once at 3,600 almost I, and they say Nijiaba. What was saying, Nadi? Well, you know, not 500 Ababa Sabi, yes, 600 account. It's a real Ababa 2,500. Sana gold was a muyenum. I'm only 80 account. We are for the dinner at all.
Now, here you become 20 questions. This is from the Bank of Ghana.
20 questions.
20 questions. Question 4. If you say gold no 1 ounce no what on is saying or say this information is declined, they cannot answer.
Yeah, you go to
yes. This is confidential from Bank of Ghana.
It can't even be confidential. Say RTI.
Sorry, I mean official. Sorry, this is an official report.
I'm talking to me. Go no born on train.
Me in counter. 5. Is say we need full disclosure of the identities of counterparties or purchasing entities involving in the transactions, including beneficial ownership and how the owners of the companies involved. Question, they were a classic question. I said this request is declined.
And more questions in the
no, we know what we are asking. Because also a ton on mine gold. Why they talk gold, you know?
I said so.
You see, you have declined it. Hey!
Now why did they reply?
No, but no, we actually coerce them to reply. And I'm saying, so if you reply, information and money. No. Why then do you even come? This should be this should be an asset for the party. Now, Yebisa say, gold now also what on? Why now movie gold no to the people who bought the gold? Is it still in a vault? Was it transferred out of the country? Was it declined?
Okay,
so we were asking this question because we are asking this question because gold and because there's a suspicion that
there is an insider trading say gold price be cost. And last maybe all the analysis say central bank beer only answer we have beer in 2025 they didn't sell their gold.
They are the mountain.
So it was an insider trading say yankasi ya ton way ebia ewo baby. Now yembe turn it back. And when they sold it, they give a justification that they are rebalancing their portfolio. Until our finance minister John call parliament. Domestic gold buying program, no, almost the same dealing to gun wrap. Said they want to now buy the gold back again. So this question becomes very important because this gold may be kept somewhere.
Another issue they say, Obi catch me say, ubetimi atom. Ni ba kwa watama no ye move gold na enko. But over said to me as to keep gold no. Ameni pa kwa no. Ye no so at a cost.
No.
It's loaded, you know.
Before I leave this RTI,
yes.
Besides, we want to know the total proceeds and the currencies in which you took those. Those cash. They said they cannot. The request is declined.
Hey, Bank of Ghana.
20 questions. No. The answers they gave was about 5. But you see. This is a very powerful document. It tells, in fact, if this document even goes out now, we are preparing to. It will tell the whole world that, and true from the statement about from Bank of Ghana, losses are only making in. It is clear that there is a scheme somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's come back to this issue about Damai. Then
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Thank you. Damai ye become one thing we have said what you or mine age up also you want Ghanaians to take over our minds, and you see the politics they are doing. They throw their things into the media. We want Ghanaians to take over. So when they see you speaking again, they say no, this guy doesn't like Ghana. But every technical person knows that the country is on a state capture mission. Okwaya yede Damai fa so ye je Damai a ekowie obi a oye mampanyin nua insemu. Though say it's through a company, no, it is still questionable till today because the procedures were not respected per standard practice. Now, once they go down, the Bible say, "Almost with Damaya do go to Takwamai."
Okay. And I do what he say.
Now, what should Omudi? This press statement by IEA said government should not renew Takwa mining lease. No. Now Ghanaians should take over. No. May catch Nyankupo say this is the highest form of the state capture arrangement. The only difference now is that they are using actors. Among for whom Mamekas are wemu ye MPP for into a can assembly almost being from the Bata NDC.
Yeah, it's very independent.
Independent body. Now what dream the way chairperson of one of the highest institutions in this country. And that's what position you are here on one casa a free ho. Now when your connections be you see how the agendas are being worked.
Okay, so I asem na wisdom gumashi kano. I na de o agegina mu say now you see me asem I foresaw it coming. We ain't can but I foresaw it coming. A crowd petition is called ya kasa fe ya clear it ye no because the day like this will come and it has come.
In finality,
the
Takwa mining lease now go for are managed for 30 years. Obibeka say when you can Ghana for fine, there is no problem. But before I go for Takwa mine in 1993, no, the mine was virtually about to collapse.
Okay,
they were producing about 24,000 ounces of gold per annum. Today, Gold Force is the largest open pit gold mine in Ghana, one of the largest in Africa, producing about 500,000 ounces of gold. They have invested about $5 billion in this period. I mean, return about $3.5 billion to the state with so many other activities. I believe, sir, baby, our Gold Force Edu they require $6 billion to do the next phase of expansion.
Okay.
The call by IEA on mine engine 1, it is not rooted in any technical capacity as a state. I believe that Ghana doesn't have the financial capacity right now to run that mine. 2, we should not be deceived too. And I say, maybe I may try and throw say
as we speak, Ghana need be to me and mobilize the necessary financial capacity to manage Takwa. A dear you will see sir, it is still within the state capture book. And it is not about running the mine. It is about chasing some gold for the future. Now you are legacy wealth. Ghana's mining sector is on the way to collapse. Because got on OSHA section 44. Thank you very much. You see, and not only one aspect I did transfer. Ghana, we have the technical know-how. We have the University of Mines. Limited you can be a mining in I am mining engineer. I'm a mining engineer. Okay. Okay. Your companies are. Maybe I'm going to do boss, I'm just a minute. Your Ghanaian companies are. My body capacity. Now, because you say, any company back open in Ghana high, what's our capacity? But no credit say expertise does not fund such multinational mining company. Do you understand? Okay. Expertise, nigga, cannot. Does not. What funds those companies is the money. So if we are able to raise the money, there is no problem. But OSHA section 44 of Act 703. Now OSHA regulation 189 of LI 2176. It tells say company beer or lease no. A crown was a time so we are going to renew your lease for you based on some conditions. All these clauses gives investors confidence to go and bring money. Now, contractors say more capacity no. They became who they are because of this multinational mining company. Yes. So they are going to take their money to come and invest. Now, every time I will be a renewal, you are saying, say, leave the mines and give it to the local person. What the local person? Financial muscle. No. That's your own need financial capacity now. Meaning, the mines are going to collapse. So my recommendation for government on the mines, on Takwa mines is that don't reject the lease renewal. However, renegotiate. Yes. May think the government has 10% free carried interest. Osha Chile, Botswana, Norway, and how they have been able to structure their mining arrangement now. Before you get benefit in mining, you have to put in equities. So government can take up further 30% again in Takwa mine if we want the state to take over. Yes. I would suggest that let's start gradually. Exactly. Now, 30%. So on mine for any to take it over. Then we can bring in investors, EMP, how do you call it? Rockshore. Yes. We have Ghanaian companies are on more than mine. Now you're the only boom. Then you go and partner with still this foreign investor for now because they have a blueprint and co for the next 10 years. I'm suggesting 10 years because the capacity. The lease renewal can go up to 30 years. But I'm suggesting 10 years. Say within 10 years, this arrangement can help us build our capacity. In terms of community, we should legislate 1% gross revenue. Now let's replicate it across all the mining companies. And 1% on Gulf Coast revenue is about 25. It's about $25 million per year. So imagine Takwa.
It can change the whole place.
Takwa having $25 million every year just from gold fields. Before common fund and co is going to go a long way. Now in 10 years, we should appraise this arrangement. Okay, I suggest you do a paper on it. I've just published one. I'm
enjoying the conversation.
Who say why enjoy the beer? I'm enjoying it. They will just collapse the mindset.
But my fear with all education of their mind. Yes, to talk about businessmen. Say, you force as hand the map will be. Look at no failure. Be ready to get worse deals afterwards. Yes, because there's desperation. It ain't be a lot for the likely say, Namunya and Elia Kawanja, Unya, they will frustrate you. Peter, David Sandona, what they Bibia Basse Dumswa is back. Yes. Ya question wa gonna baby boy. You didn't buy. Or buy ya.
police na chiri na yinim bia na kwa chiri na yinim MP penifo nyina ahwehwe ba bia yihu until the following day and sana yet is see misro kakra wo
yes me hu ni say kidnapping
me no yaji
kidnapping.
He was kidnapped by the state.
Yes. But you see, there's something happening.
We are at 29.
At 29.
Yeah. What does kidnapping? Check me. Because you know, some of these words, if you go into the acts,
yes,
the way we know them and the meaning are very different. For the act, at 29, so what does it say? Kidnap.
But you see, the American say, Mark,
only a day the man here kidnap.
Maybe. Share. There's something happening. If he say, you go back to the dark days. Now, share the number of arrests NDC by
at 29 here.
Kidnap. Just book kidnap every month.
The number of arrests NDC by 1 year, but 1.5 by in terms of Central for any MPP for any intimidation is unprecedented. In fact, in September, the last time I got over about 18.
Yes.
On the average, a year, adults even during PNC days, 13. But under Democratic Party governors, President John Dramani Mahama, within a year, 18 and still counting. It's not good. In fact, the international ratings are now the number of arrests. Opposition arrest near the now. It's even PNDC days can enter. Now, who say a tactic there or my adopted to put fear be say share nipa bimum. Now, the money who a year in say in all of the arrests, there's a plan beer omuye. Did I make us a winning kidnapping?
At 29, was say imprisons someone in a way that prevents them from revealing their location to others. Imprisoning someone in a way that stops anyone who is legally entitled to access them from discovering where they are being held.
Yes. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Within 24 hours, no be any baby.
The woman then is a crime. Because 29 is a criminal code.
So kind Article 14(2).
I can't read the making article.
Oh, maybe important.
But time was very critical.
Tobo, me class prefect.
A person who is arrested at Article 99 of Musical Constitution
14(2) of the National Constitution 1992.
One continues waiting.
Hey,
almost
musical constitution.
The national one, 1992 one.
Okay.
Also, a person who is arrested, restricted, or detained shall be informed immediately in a language that he understands of the reasons for his arrest, restriction, or detention, and of his right to a lawyer of his choice.
And meeting a police in it. No one tell why I watch you.
Yes.
What do you call quota? Business age. So one tell say we are here because you've done this, you are entitled to this. I don't know how can. Yes. Honorary title.
Yeah.
I compose you. It is one year. It is a non link it to kidnap. Sad when I can see and not link it to her act.
Share unim say sa no mo ko ye adenta komi.
I'm going to see the Fianajo.
Anajo. Obi ono ato petition say who bibia akoso a office na dwemu no enye kwa papa so when Tokono's case was ongoing. No they come presidency adeti anado awada
na president me akoche no
na in fact I agree with you because what kind ni statement na ono Troy accusing President Akufo-Addo say yakoche Captain Smart na ko Captain Smart no na a private matter. Obi yakọ report to Captain Smart so ni sika sembi anko yi na omkoche no what you say na ono President Mahama issue open letter to President Akufo-Addo
11 February 2022.
In fact Correct. Lieutenant Sukwa. Ono accuse President Kufuor say all those people are actually under President Kufuor's instructions.
And you also so cafe on my instruction.
We compose that I don't even need this one as my defense.
Okay.
The defense is that Adenta Kumi Watonanki and Kochino.
Yes.
What your letter and the command President Mahama.
Yes.
Based on letter the command President Mahama and the king. It's one and President Mahama. You put I don't even need this.
In fairness. Because I know
direct.
Because say mature letter brave. My assumption is say one now can
yes
you can you know over here in the other team you are the first
and the first and last
yes
what you say enti
tamaso so the can but 1 minute me enko
and apart from no hwe okay say Obama
say
already na police issued a statement say omo echichi amanfo a bia omo brandishe
second
you in fact okay police statement almost already come matching kofu bebere omo yesa and so Obama ko post to be for make a comment
and kofu ko tell to ni second and was say mu hwe na beti the chief tansi is biaba
unzo on some ko china na do ko bu ni dan wa bra wada and omo twitwa adam onyina pictures
no mo de my NDC for
mo de hank of go ni nsa and no mo de buy when somebody you are statement almost say they are inviting him to come and assist
the
police with investigation
and I will take you through that ordeal.
Yes. Here the final one on Abronye Dieno. Judge, you know. Indeed, there were biased and political judges in this country.
President Mahama can say Supreme Court judges, you form unanimous 11.
And what you say? The judges, you know, in fact, said the only zombie.
Yes.
Almost take a decision. That is the implication.
It's a kind of crazy.
Yes. No, yes, scandalous.
Scandalous. Almost unfair. Then Chief Justice.
What is the police? You see, now Bronya they are the say, okay, Abron Omo suit now. The complainant in this case is the Ghana Police Service.
How?
Yes, that is a charge sheet.
And then the charge, you know.
Very funny. You are not a judge, but rather a politician, and you have covered your hair with a sack and claim you are a judge, which is a breach of peace. So, which the breach of peace is likely to be associated.
What you see? You see, so we see overstretching at the end.
Breach of peace.
How can we say judge be? Will be say
judge if you say. Abonye the femina. What must you Abonye?
And what people will be cited for contempt of court.
Yes, that's another way.
The same Mr. Simon. The announced video below here no ye judges. Has he also offended judges?
Yes, by the stretch of this, you know, it means that he has also done that.
Many nine say, Mommy, Mom Pie, you by NDC, I give you a million.
Dangerous.
The danger no power Manchoba who say, Ubitimakujina baby. Now, what bo? Jesus Christ did. Who bought Jesus Christ did, and this bit me up me actually say, baby, I want and crable for doors. And before the person say he's the only savior, and until what was fear and panic. The same vein, Obitako Jambe Salah Kubab, you are boy, Muhammad did this one, one quantity be a sergeant. Yes, the Christ of all doors, all the Dukan, a creative fear and panic on Babu, Yacho. How ridiculous can we have?
They should understand that we are saying power. General honest. Say Obiane can't assassinate 19 good years. No Odi or mine so. And 11 years there. Or down and a little because a prof crowd where we teach on the young coach. Sir. I mean, the point I want to make is it was uncontrolled.